Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, welcome back to my channel. I am Lilik Wahyuni by name 212101060036. Okay, in this opportunity, I would like to explain about verb. What is verb? According to the Cambridge Dictionary, a verb is a word that describes an action, condition, or experience of something. In Indonesian, a verb is called a verb because it shows the activity of the subject in the sentence. Verb is the most important part and always appears in a sentence. Verbs are divided into several types: transitive and intransitive verbs, linking verbs, dynamic and static verb, regular and irregular verbs, and helping verbs. Helping verbs are divided into several parts, namely primary helping verbs and modal helping verbs. A. Transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Transitive verbs are verbs that require an object. For example, find. If we make a sentence using the word find, then we need an object. If we don't put an object after the word find, then the meaning of the sentence will be confused. I found. If you don't use an object, the other person will ask, find or get what? Therefore, need objects to be clear. For example, I find much money on the street, or I found a lot of money on the way. Find what? A lot of money. Here is a list of transitive verbs: send, contain, verify, assess, sell, watch, speak, hear, give, try, push, and etc. So, intransitive verbs are verbs that do not require a direct object. Example: dance, get up, wake up, have dinner or lunch or breakfast, go, arrive, and etc. Second, linking verbs. Linking verbs are connecting verbs that connect the subject with the complement that explains it. It can be noun complement or adjective complement, often used to replace to be and is used to show something related to the five sense: look, sound, smell, feel, taste, or state, appear, seem, become, grow, turn, prove, remain, keep, stay, go, runs. Linking verbs are also known as copulous or copular verbs. For example, I feel happy, I keep health. Linking verbs are always intransitive, but not all intransitive verbs are linking verbs. So the third, dynamic and static verbs. Some verbs are verbs in the form of activities that can be seen in real terms and are not abstract. Well, those verbs are also called dynamic verbs. For example, watch, sweep, eat, sing, and etc. There are verbs that are not in the form of activities but are included as verbs. The meaning here is that the verbs are abstract or cannot be seen by the five senses but can be felt, and they are stative verbs. For example, love, like, belong to, see, hear, sound, consist of, need, include, resemble, seem, wish, prefer, be, impress, and etc. So the fourth, regular and irregular verb. This type of verb is the easiest to understand. Just open a dictionary at home. Usually, at the end or in the middle of the dictionary, there is a list of regular and irregular verbs. Please check yourself. The most important thing is, if the verb is regular, it means from form 1 to form 2 and 3, just add D or I or ED. But if the verb is irregular, the form changes irregularly. Sometimes from the the second to the third form, it is different and some are even the same. So the fifth, helping verbs. Helping verbs are divided into two, namely modal helping verbs and primary helping verbs. Modal helping verbs. Nama lain dari modal helping verbs adalah modal auxiliary verb. Antara lain, will or would, shall or should, can or could, must or might, have to and has to or had to, ought to. Keep in mind that if we want to insert a verb after this modal, it must be the first form of the verb, or in the active sentence. If in the sentence passive, just add be, then enter the third form of the verb. The example, I have to eat the candy, it is active. So, the candy has to be eaten by me, it is passive. So the other example, she can sing the song. It is active. So the song can be sung by her. It is passive. So the last, primary helping verbs. Be, is, are, was, were, been, do, and have. Remember that be, do, have, or has can work as main verbs as well as auxiliary verbs. The example, I am a student. Here as main verb. I am sitting. I am here as an auxiliary verb. I do my homework. Do here as the main verb. I don't understand. Do here as an auxiliary verb. I have a car. Have here as the main verb. I have lived in Jambi since 1019. Have here as an auxiliary verb. Okay, maybe that's enough about my explains. Thank you for my